Hi
Hello, hi guys,
and welcome to
in Mind Me Trust. We are back with season 3 and episode 2
2 and we're in the outdoors in a
in
garden.
the summer outdoor garden we have here. I think it looks cute in the videos.
I'm liking it,
Yeah, I don't know if y'all can hear us.
Bear with us.
Yeah, well, but we tested the mics. It's all working well, and we're just trying to figure out cute setups so that
This has been Aksha's one goal since season 1 to do more outdoors.
yes, it has
But
been.
it's a nice park and
Yeah.
garden.
Yeah. Okay, so we are back with a new episode, and the topic for today is living in nostalgia. So we have 5 questions, and we are going to be quick, short, crisp.
As you guys have requested. So
Yes. So we'll keep it short. Try and keep short and sweet answers so that y'all can comment to ask more and for us to elaborate more. But okay, let's jump in.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Set.
Go. So the first question is one funny incident from childhood.
I was once very curious. I don't think you know this. I was once very curious to know how pigeon poop tastes.
No.
Playing in the outdoors, I would have been 8 or 9 years old, and then I go and then I explore it and I see it, and then I'm like, texture. And I smelled it. And then I
Yeah.
taste it.
How is it?
It tastes like shit, Akshay. As shit is supposed to taste. So I tasted pigeon poop at 8 years of age.
Yuck.
You go.
Funny. So honestly, I don't remember funny incidents. Like one thing I can very funnily remember is not my incidents, but it's my brother's story that my mom and dad have at multiple occasions shared, which is him going. They were in someone else's house, and I don't know if I should share this, but heads up to my brother. But he was very young, like probably like 4 or 5 years old or maybe younger, and they'd gone to someone's house and he wanted to go pee or poop, so my mom helped him with his pants, and like he was like, no, I got it or something like that, and he went and he did his business, and then when he came back he didn't have his chaddis on, he didn't have his underwear on. And so my parents are like, where did it go? What happened? And everyone's looking. Now the guests are also, or rather, we are the guests. So the people, the hosts of the house, they are looking for the chaddi, and it's just insane. The chaddi is probably somewhere on top of the cupboard. Probably what he did was like he was playing around with it, and it was flown and gone.
I'm so sorry to Aksha's brother. It was supposed to be her embarrassing story.
But see, when you say funny incidents, this is the only thing I can remember. I don't know
It's
why.
funny. Because I can imagine these young boys, these young kids.
Yeah, doing
They
some
do this all
Dhoom
the time.
Machale and
Yeah,
it was
we do
flown.
this. That's a nice one.
Yeah, to all the boy moms, especially my friends who are boy moms now,
I also have boy mom.
good luck. Yeah, good luck. But okay, next
Energy
question.
levels are.
Next
Yeah, next
question.
question,
Jumping in. Tell us about a peculiar school teacher. Tell me. I'm excited.
There were many, yeah.
Of course.
But I think one of my Marathi teachers, I will not take the name.
don't, yeah.
But she was like the typical Marathi teachers that you say, in school. Like she was really strict, and she would call us donkey, monkey. And
Yeah.
she would hit us with a cane on the hand. Yeah. And the peculiarity was she was just nasty.
Yeah.
And
Inhuman.
inhuman. But when she expired,
No more.
I was very happy.
Oh no!
Sorry, yeah. I was
Yeah.
just very happy. I was like, serves you right.
Yeah, I guess for those people, they deserve.
And there was one
such
good,
emotion.
I'll give you a good peculiarity. There's that I'll take the name of Matilda Chaco, teacher. She's still very much alive, stays very close to me. I was in a government school, so you can imagine 70 kids, and one fine day she just comes in and she's like, everybody put your, do whatever you want, but give me your calendars. And we were damn scared, and I was like one of those kids who never had a remark. And so she took all the calendars, and we were worried, like some of us, like, what the hell is she going to do? She was the first teacher. I was maybe 10, and she gave us each of us a good remark. So many kids from my school, my batch would remember this.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us were in tears.
Oh wow.
That was a peculiarity. Somebody in a government school when I was 10,
Being-
it was 1999 maybe or 2000, and she did that. So that was a peculiarity to start
That's
a
sweet.
good remark to the
That's
kids.
sweet. Yeah, that's really sweet. I don't think I have. Again, my memory probably doesn't serve me well at this point, or I didn't prepare well. Didn't probably put my brains into thinking of these questions, of me answering them. But peculiar teachers, you know, there were teachers who would pronounce their pronunciations were like weird, funky, and the funny thing was I would pick up those pronunciations and say it at home, and then my family would make fun of me. So this one teacher, he was an English teacher, and for donkey he would say donkey.
Oh, like the movie Donkey.
And
There's a movie now. Donkey.
but then I would come home and I would be like, yeah, donkey, and my father just till date he makes fun of me. Till date he's like, yeah, you're donkey, you're
You're a funky donkey.
yeah, you're one donkey, and I'm like, dad, stop it. But yeah, that
Yeah, but that's a peculiar
but
thing.
there are so many teachers, and in government schools now you'll find a lot of these kinds of teachers. Honestly, and we have been in such I would say different places. You come with different dialects of
Yeah, of
teachers.
course.
They're coming from more rural backgrounds, and they're now in a government school teaching, so they come with an ego, and so they do things that are funny, dude, like overall.
But also, see, now we know we don't have to judge people for
Yeah,
pronunciation.
yeah,
But back
not at
then,
all.
we were also kids, and
But also, I didn't judge. My family did, because I just adopted whatever he said, because I was like, oh, teacher, he's right.
yeah, we were all like that. We were all impressionable.
Yeah. So okay, and never mind. Did you fake things in college, like an accent or a fake bag or something?
No, but I was in a college, St. Xavier's, Mumbai, where everybody was faking accents. So, and I will do that.
Yes.
It was like, I came, you see these reels today? I came from an environment like that. So, oh, where is Karla for Kurla?
Oh my god.
Bandra became Bandra.
Bandra.
Borivali was Borivali.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm so sober right now.
Oh my god.
Okay, maybe not right now, but I'm from Sobo, so we don't
Yeah.
know the burbs.
Yeah.
But we
burbs.
had people say these things. Like,
Okay.
some of them, none of them were my friends.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
what would we talk about? Because I was a suburban
Yeah.
kid. But I did have people who spoke in an accent. Is that a call for us?
No, not for us.
Okay. So yeah, I was surrounded by people who had.
Yeah. I think that's also because you were in the Sobo area. Like there are more people there
Yeah.
who would do
Yeah.
all such things.
Yeah.
I didn't fake anything, but also I didn't have to. I was just so cool. I didn't have to fake stuff. Just kidding. I wasn't. My college friends, they'll laugh at this. But in school I've faked, not faked, but I was like once I've done that. I'm dizzy, I'm fainting, and I've done that
Yeah.
acting and
I've
gone
done
from
that at home to not
assembly.
go to school.
Yeah, same. Okay, like stomach ache or something, or headache. I used to have a lot of headaches, so I would fake a headache. Mom, dad, just don't kill me for saying this, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's now in the past.
I had a girl once who stained her jeans in college, and then we were like, yeah, but why you like fretting so much? And she said that the jeans costed her 20K at that point when I was in college in 2006, 7,
My
8. Yeah.
God.
But would have been a big brand. But we had kids like that also.
Okay, yeah. Also, St. Xavier's, like.
But then we faked not being surprised because I was like, yeah, 20K, okay.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a 20K.
Like ridiculous.
For a jeans, that's my entire wardrobe.
Yeah. Okay, next. First job memories. Oh my God, this could be a whole freaking topic.
But we have to keep it short and light.
Ah, I hate it.
Feedback.
Yeah, first job.
First job memories was there was an office romance. I was in an office romance. My
Wow.
boyfriend and I, so cute.
In office.
We met in office, and
Yeah.
then of course we carried on
Sweet.
that romance outside of the office. But it was nice because there was something to look
Look forward
forward to.
Oh, that's sweet
Yeah,
though.
and then we would taste each other's dabbas because that's
Oh.
what romance looked like at that time. Yeah.
Yes.
So you'd share each other's dabbas, gift each other, go for the
Sweet.
breaks outside together.
Together, chai, coffee
Yeah,
break.
do like photography outside. Very
Cute.
sweet.
Yeah, okay.
First job in.
So that's funny because it's more of a personal memory at your workplace than a
Yes.
professional memory. But my first internship, overall the experience was good, but the only thing I can remember is the negatives of it. Like I was so stressed, and the expectation was something else, and I was like really troubled by the thought of it. Also, I was like guilty of how I was not already good at it, because I've been a good student
Yeah,
overall.
yeah.
So I was just like surprised. I was not going to the job with a good mindset, or to the internship. And when it ended, I was happy. Though they offered me the full time role, I didn't take it, which is surprising,
Yeah,
because most kids would obviously, or most grad students would pick up a job and be happy, and it was a multinational company. Now when I think back, I was like, if I would have taken up the role, I would have done well, I'm sure, but I would have been
At what
miserable.
cost? Yeah.
I would have been miserable.
Nice. But that's so
because-
nice that you learned it early on.
Yes. Imagine that memory was so strong that my whole dissertation is based on that experience.
Please tell us what your dissertation topic is, because I went through a PhD.
Oh my!
dissertation.
Did you? Oh, you should tell me then.
No, I just a small wonder. I just read her dissertation and I was like, too big.
So it's on formal and informal mentoring for women middle managers. So I was trying to. So honestly, that whole topic came about because I wanted to see how younger women or women in their middle managerial era are being mentored to take up leadership roles. So we all know that there is a disparity, or we can see the statistic that not a lot of women or minorities get into the leadership ranks easily. So there are, but the number is very less. And it's not an easy journey. They have to do the whole glass ceiling breaking of it and all that arduous work, right? So the whole idea was that if you have a mentor, what are they? Are they aiding you? Are they coaching you? Are they being an agent for you to get into these leadership ranks, or what is it? And can mentoring be one of those aspects that can help you? So my whole idea for this topic came from my time, because ideally my manager was my mentor. She was called my mentor in the whole internship phase, but I don't think she was a good mentor because I didn't feel mentored enough.
But that's so interesting, that we are bringing this up so many years later, because even with the Marathi teacher that I spoke of, and now when you're saying, it impacts us still so long. These things leave a chap, like you say.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, oh my God, I was celebrating when she expired.
Yeah, that's so
Even
bad.
though she expired in her old age or whatever.
Yeah.
Now I realize it's so sad that you have to, but that's how much the people impact in a good and bad way. So
But yeah, that
people impact people.
yeah, that's something that I was that was my memory. I mean, not the best, but well, we'll move on.
But
because
see, nostalgia, good and bad, no?
yeah, and I have taken a lot of things from that memory and applied for the better of my professional journey, and I think I've done well so far. Of course, there are things I have to learn and grow and work on, but I'm just saying that's a good and bad memory.
Yeah.
Moving on, because we are being cognizant of the time and how much we speak.
Thanks.
What shocks you about yourself now that you're in your 30s? Again, a topic that could be a whole episode. But what shocks you?
Keeping it fun and light, that I could pull all nighters.
I could. In the
Now,
past.
I am sleeping beauty because I go to bed at 10. Scroll a little on my phone, and then 10:30 I'm in another world. I'm sleeping.
Yes, zombie.
Zombie mode. So that I could pull all nighters.
Yeah.
And also socialize a lot. Now I'm selective.
Yeah, there is a social
How did
battery.
I do it?
Yeah, a social battery, proper social battery. And honestly, like I'm very conscious that where I'm spending time, with whom I'm spending time, and do I want to spend time? If I don't want to, I just make up reasons and I don't.
Yeah.
So let's keep it short and quick because it's getting hot.
It's getting
Hot
hot
on
in here.
Okay, last question, and we'll be done after this. But one habit of yours that can get you identified in your group without taking your name.
I think if my friends, a group or the certain friends whose phone keeps buzzing with like forwards reels, they know it's me. That's a. I think even you will know.
Yeah,
that.
I know.
I'll send like 100 reels a day.
Yes.
Like Hollywood gap, Bollywood gap.
Yes, yes. I think
Funny reels,
that-
memes.
I can identify you from that. Yeah. With me, I think my friends have to answer for me. If you're watching, come on, comment. And tell me what is a thing that I do that.
I'll tell you.
What is it?
If I come to a space and it's clean and know you've been there, an hour, 2 hours, or just now there in that place, I know Akshay has cleaned it. I would say clean space would be associated
True.
with you.
Could be, yes. I like.
Even if she's in my house.
Yeah, I like just like.
And if I leave her in my room, I think my cupboard will be clean.
I would love to do that.
Kitchen is clean.
Can you? Can you?
No, Akshay, calm down. But that's it.
Yes. Okay, that's it.
Nostalgia. But this was fun. Also, the idea of doing this is not just for us to keep these questions to ourselves. Do this with your friends.
Yes.
Discuss. Keep reminiscing. I think that's a wonderful habit.
And
Keep
I
looking
think
back.
one thing is that people take it very negatively, that you shouldn't live in nostalgia, but I think you should, because
Yeah.
these are good memories coming to you, and now you're thinking back, and
Yeah.
you're
Also,
just like
sometimes the negative experiences can be seen in a new light.
new light. Yeah, so I just think that it's not bad to live in nostalgia. So keep thinking about what you wear, like how you wear, what you did, your memories.
Yeah.
Your funny things that you did, and now you can laugh about it. Things or moments when you were embarrassed. We should probably do that
Yeah.
next. Embarrassing moments you've had in life. It's just funny to talk about it now, especially with like a safe
in a safe
space. Yeah, in a safe space with a safe person. So
That's me.
yeah, do it. And we were
That's
bold enough to do this in front of the camera, but we'll continue doing this.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with another episode. Be
Thank